Hello everybody, it's Zach, the not-so-dark conservatarian, as I am in my work attire right now, just getting off work, and I thought I ought to make a car vlog video about this. So, just yesterday, there was a debate that I had teaming up with S-Man Speaks against CultofHam and SomeRandomG with the Jossman moderating. I'll provide a link for the debate down below in the description box in post of uploading this video. But yeah, I highly suggest that you check out that debate. It was quite an entertaining one. I honestly had fun in it, and I'm thankful to have participated. So yeah. So at first, there's some that I want to address. At the end of the debate, I kind of thought that, I was a little bit confused as to what CultofHam and SomeRandomG were meaning of the extent of a person's private property rights within their business. Like, as soon as they open to the public, that means that their right to deny service is overturned as soon as they open to the public, and that was a little bit of confusion on my part, and Ham kind of took it as a straw man. I wasn't meaning to straw man, so if you're not meaning to straw man, is it really a straw man? But that aside anyways, I was a little bit confused. We finally cleared it up in the post-debate chat that we all had in a live stream afterwards. And he said that the root of why he thinks that's discriminating and the right to deny service is not a thing, that you don't have the right to deny service within your business, is because owning a business is a privilege and not a right. And I could not disagree with that mindset anymore. Why? Because at the root of that is that I fully believe in private property rights. Now, say if private property rights comes in conflict with someone else's right to life or their right to free speech or any other rights, that is when that the rights of private property gets kind of jaded. But just denying service, nobody's speech is being denied, nobody's right to free speech is getting denied, nobody's right to life is getting denied if they are denied a wedding cake, for example. And none of that. So anyway, private property rights is the reason why I think that it is a right for you to be able to open a business and not just a privilege. And there's something about business licenses as well. If that is really a thing, I do not know the full extent about business licenses, but if that really is a thing, I would think that that is a violation of a person's private property rights. Here's the reason why I think that it is a right and not a privilege to open up a business. Because, say for example, you sew shirts, like for a hobby, you just knit and just make clothing in general. And then say you decided to sell the clothing attire, and you decided to make more clothing attire and then sell some more of it, and just repeat the process over and over again, by an official building for you to make all those shirts and whatnot, and for you to sell them as well. And then you call that your business. But then good old Uncle Sam says, oh no, we did not give you permission to open up that business because it is a privilege, not a right for you to be able to do that. We're going to seize your private property because you done it without our permission, without a license. It's an infringement on a person's private property rights for a person to not be allowed to open up a business as they please, because that entails that comes hand in hand with a person's private property rights. Opening up a business. A business is their private property, privately owned business. Don't know what more to say on that, but yeah, say somebody decided to use their private property, like materials to make shirts, and it didn't even need to buy a new building, just made the shirts within their house. This is all their personally owned property. The material for making the shirt after it is finished, the building that they are conducting the business, all that falls under their private property. And if they decide voluntarily to start selling it to some certain people, then within their private property rights, they full on can do that. And if they want to classify that as a business, by all means. doesn't require a license. If it really does require a license legally, well, morally and rightfully, I don't think it should. It's a violation of their private property rights, I say. And really, in the end of the debate that happened last night, I think it just boils down to a difference of opinion as far as private property rights goes. People's own personal private property rights, and to what extent those said private property rights go. For Cult of Ham and Some Random Geek, private property rights does not extend to a person's right to deny service. And it does not extend to the right to open a business. Because like as Cult of Ham said in the post debate, he thinks that it's a privilege. But yeah, I mean, I think they might have said, that they do believe in private property rights. At least that's what they claim. But it's rather inconsistent to me if a person says that they are for private property rights when it comes to a house or another place of residence, but then they don't extend the private property rights to when it comes to a business. What is the difference within a business and a residence? I mean, you own both of those things. They are not living, they're inanimate objects. A house and a business are. And if you own them, if they fall under your own ownership, well then they are both your private property. It doesn't matter if they open some piece of private property to the public to start doing business. That private property is not owned by the public. And so, again, it just seems inconsistent, and either you believe in private property rights or you don't. When rights come conflicting with each other, that's when private property rights becomes jaded. But when they are not conflicting with each other, private property rights extends to the right to open a business and the right to deny service as well. That's all I have to say. Hope you guys like this quick car vlog that I've done, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you later.